Alright guys, before we jump into this video here, I gotta show some love because it was a gnarly drive. Driving all the way across the country, and to have support for these type of things is incredible. And I'm gonna say that this video is sponsored by Element, but normally I just give you guys real talk about my example using it. I actually want to break down a couple things here that they sent because we are entering the winter months, and they have a limited time chocolate medley which returns on October 22nd. The medley features chocolate mint, chocolate chai, and chocolate raspberry. And I want to say I have some of the chocolate raspberry from last winter still, and that was my favorite one. And they just hooked it up for this insane drive across the country with a dream package. And in it we have the sometimes delicious but potentially kind of scary chocolate flavored salt. If you're like me, you're actually afraid of this for potentially years. But now I've been adding the chocolate caramel to my coffee over the past couple months because it's delicious hot. Now that they're bringing back the chocolate raspberry, I just want to let you guys know that in order to not waste an order, you can use my link www.drinklmnt.com/CaseyWillax, and with any order that you make, they will send you a free sample pack of all the different flavor satchels, and then you can try and figure out what you like, and then maybe next month, if you enjoy some of them, give them a go with the full commitment 30. Huge thank you and shout out once again to the company Element for supporting and for just creating some of the most delicious, hydrating beverages, healthy beverages on the market. And with no more further ado, enjoy the rest of this video driving from the West Coast to the East Coast, arriving back to what I believe is the next chapter of my dream. Enjoy.
Sponsors, yeah. Mostly for snowboarding, but
yeah, there you go.
Try to keep the dream alive with skateboard.
At 20, I thought I could go pro on my snowboard. Moved to Colorado. I show up to an open competition with 13-year-olds and doing my best tricks is warm-ups, and I'm like, oh,
yeah, it's
got my motorcycle.
It's still like that.
Oh, I know it is.
Thing,
that's why I asked. I'm
sick.
So I started ready to start putting on muscle.
It feels good though.
Dude, I feel like
oh, that's what I'm saying.
Like somebody's strapping the bull.
Get this strap a bull. Let's go. Hop on the tornado, dude. Look at this thing.
Look at this first carnival in the parking lot. What happens when we show up?
Made it. Bit of a day. I think we got maybe 10 hours in today. One day remaining. Nice. Tomorrow we're working with a 24 and we're backing it down. I am in the middle of Nebraska somewhere. When you're just on your own and you're just experiencing life with no distractions, and even more so no other human interactions and distractions, I feel like you see so much more and you talk more with people, and you're able to like have a little bit more of a connection with strangers because you don't have that second person who you're like always giving your attention to. But anyways, I met this dude. It's a cowboy. It was like 25 years ago. He said he moved to Colorado to pursue professional snowboarding. Got to Copper. The Groms were going nuts. He said his best trick was getting doubled by a freaking someone half his age. And the dude was just frothing on dirt biking and skateboarding. And it's just like, you don't want to always see a person and just judge them, because if If I just looked at that dude, I might have judged him and I never would have realized homie was a straight up G-bar. He was just one of the boys. Ripped dirt bikes his whole life racing, ends up snowboarding, still loves everything that has to do with action sports and stuff. Gave him some stickers and a link to the channel and he was hyped, dude. He's like, I'm gonna be following all your stuff, commenting, liking, I'm gonna subscribe, whatnot. So you would never think that like this cowboy out in the middle of Nebraska would be that in tune with social media and action sports. But when you're doing these things, which I'm saying this because somebody commented, Automotive said, to live Casey's way, you must make up your mind and send it. You're the best, Casey, don't stop being you. And that's what I'm trying to push into these videos. And I feel like some of you guys see it as like, there's so many decisions and so many variables that we have in life. And when you just make a commitment and you just pick one and you act on it, the act of doing makes you feel complete. Even if you choose one that wasn't the right one, you can always navigate again later, but nothing's worse than just being stagnant and not doing anything because you don't know what to do. Pick one, make a decision, and know that you're doing the best that you can do in every scenario. So as long as you make that call with the best intentions, it's a good call. And I don't know what this was all leading into, but I get so many other questions and comments while we're in the RV or as I'm living in my 4Runner all over the US, all over the globe. Where do you park? Homies aren't leaving and they're not going on shred missions in their car because they're worried about parking and they don't know where they're gonna park. So I'm gonna give you some advice right now, which is legitimately, I never know where I'm gonna park. We always end up finding a spot. You never know where you're gonna end up. So trying to figure out where you're gonna park before you even know where you're gonna be just creates unnecessary stress that you don't even need. But some tips that I do have is when you're on the road, people are gnarly out here in America. Planet Fitness is an absolute plug, dude. You can go in there and shower. So you just seen we rocked up here. I like to find parking lots that have either stores or some type of like hotel-esque vibe that's like a 24-hour feeling. So Walmarts, Targets, literally sometimes just a nice little back alley with a parking spot and some shade under a tree or something. If you can find it, works. But if you can't and you're in a busy area, places that are 24/7 where there's action all the time. My biggest thing is just don't worry about it. Parking is easy. There's parking spots everywhere. I will say we get woken up by snow plow drivers, California Highway Patrol, random people, random bums. Like you're gonna have situations that happen. You're not in a comfy bed at your home, so you're gonna have to deal with like a couple little bit of controversial things. You might have to move your car at 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., but you're living the freaking dream, bro. And if that's a small price to pay, I'm willing to do it. And if you're not, then it might not be for you. But one day down on the road, we're going to Planet Fitness right now. We did some skating and stuff, so I'm about to shower, which is very rare. Go to bed. It is almost 9 o'clock. Insane how much stuff I got rid of. I want to say thank you guys again for the support on this travel. 9 o'clock. We'll see you bright and early.
Up the gym before the sun's up. You know it's gonna be a good day. I haven't eaten in like 36 hours, but last night I was sleeping, laying down, trying to go to bed, and it wasn't ideal. Parked right in front here because there's just too much chaos going on. So I went around the back, a little more nooked up, and I overheard people talking. For the dream? I heard them go, overstoked, gnarly. It's like gnarly, but an RV. And they were like all hyped up. And then the other homie goes, all right, are we gonna do something about this? And the girl goes, no, honestly, it doesn't look sketchy. It looks pretty legit. Like, it looks like it's some sort of a business or something, so we'll just leave it. That thing's fine. Little do they know it's the loosest operation in history. Well, we run a business, you're right. Business is selling stoke, charging nothing.
This guy is telling me, dude, you're driving down the highway with this whole thing open. Oh, God, dude. Oh, yeah. Woo! Gnarly, gnarly. Kind of a gnarly day. 7:15. Probably got like maybe 8 hours in today. Wrapping it up. A little tuna, only with the finest. Primal Kitchen. A couple pickles. I kind of keep it light. I had a RX bar for a snack halfway through. I feel like my body is so used to performing for hours and hours and hours. Super high intensity. Working out and stuff that when I just drive all day, I don't really need to eat too much. So that's why I try to capitalize on the fasting and then, I don't know, maybe lighten up a little bit. Where are we at? We knocked out Iowa and half of Illinois. 17 hours, 26 minutes, they're claiming 1,700 kilometers. So we got another 1,100 miles, if my math's right. But I gotta break down what happened this morning. That was a quart low on oil. Haven't checked it since freaking Truckee. Searched around the car, found a quart left in a 5-quart 10W30. Double checked online real quick to see the oil and it was claiming 20. Some new age updated stuff. They want you to use 20. But they're claiming that you should listen to the OG people who made the vehicle, which it was made for 30. So I called the Nebraska mechanic homie, Blake, who, if you guys remember when I beelined this thing from east to west in the springtime, we broke down and we had some type of failure with the exhaust and the misfire and stuff, and this dude dialed it in so hard. Called him up, just asked him what oil he thinks. He said 30, throw that quart in and come through. Rolled through his shop. He straight did an oil change, put air in every single tire, checked every nut and bolt, was putting electric tape over loose exposed wires, the boys, and fully filled up the Freon. You're telling me we might get AC. What? Came for an oil change, left with a built-in cooler. This thing's a freezer. Did no belt squeaking either. So it just sparked some air conditioning out of nowhere, changed my whole entire life, changed the amount of sweat that was going on from yesterday to today is liters different. Fixed the house battery to give power to the inverter while the car's not on, which has been huge. I've had to start the car every time I want to blend or excuse you. He fixed the cigarette lighter fuse. The guy just was rolling around this thing. He knew we only had about an hour and a half. And he just put so much love and TLC into it. And now we're dreaming on another level. I also rocked into his shop and he was blasting Fit for a King. And yeah, we were just vibing. I gave him as many elements as I could, stickers and t-shirts and stuff. He was throwing me hydration stuff. And then he threw me these Zena Greens, organic super greens, fruits and veggies. Never seen them before. The ingredients are insane, an absolute dream. And there's nothing in here that's sketchy. Less than a gram of sugar. So one little freaking sweetener. People are good, and it's nice to have connections, and it's nice to do things for people and stay in touch with people who are doing stuff for you. And also, this is actually hilarious. Look at what I've been stoked on recently. My homepage literally says almost everyone wants to get even with the people who wronged them. Hardly anyone wants to get even with the ones who helped them. I read that and I just was like, wow, so many people have helped me out. I need to start focusing on that and just even giving them the homage and the respect and just trying to be that person to keep this circle going around, because everybody in life has something that they can offer to somebody else, and everybody could use some help from somebody. And if we figured out how to mesh that around, a lot less work would have to go on. The fact that he did what would have taken me 2 days in an hour and a half makes me realize I should never be working on vehicles again. But here we go. Claiming we make it to Indiana. We're just gonna push this one hard tonight. Turkey. Are you kidding me right now? Gnarly out there, and I'm just so stoked to have made it to the East Coast. I'm about to capture some empties for you guys because we don't have a filmer and I just got annihilated and it's actually not makeable. I thought it was a lot better than it was, but we got the GoPro 13, which I don't believe is going to be of my liking, but we're gonna try it out. We're gonna drop a GoPro versus DJI video here shortly, so we gotta get some comparison clips in right now and film some of these empty East Coast dreamy trainers right now. Got about 4 minutes. Again, this guy's got brand new arms. I'm on the drone. Sun went down literally probably 10 minutes ago. He's on it. Yeah, it's on. Woohoo! What the fuck? We're dreaming! What?
Sick little right. Wedging up all the way through the bay here. And then this other one right here, those sideways wedgers.